Hello everyone and welcome to my first Insanity Flyff guide. In this video I will give you a quick summary about Torment Tower and show you how to deal with certain stages like Nyx Room. Before you start you should get some Prems for several hours. For example, going to stage plus 230 will take about 8 hours pure grinding time if you're on, so to say, perfect awake score. With that I mean awakes with 38 Aoe lines and or 14% IA PVE. For mages, for example, 42. Also, you should bring quite some pocket pangs, element, holy, and rage scrolls. Maybe you should make sure that you have Soul Leech or Soul Leech beads in your pet if you don't have the World Boss Monster Hunt already. In addition to the items, you should make several swaps for certain rooms. For example, you should need a full damage swap, a full HP swap, about the 3.5 HP damage swap, about the 5.5 million HP damage swap, about the 9 to 10 million HP AoE swap with Soul Leech. And for Aoe classes, I'm sorry to say, but you need a kind of AoE swap. It's quite painful, I'm not gonna lie. But you need some extra damage on the AoEs in certain rooms or on higher rooms, for example on the Nyxes. If you have, get the IA PVE Ethe set from your mage, or try to get like anything that boosts your damage for AoE. Mostly it is IA PVE and something with strength. Also, make sure you have a full party for the link attack. You can take breaks during the run, but I would recommend doing breaks after your Prems ended for best time and Prem usage. During each phase you might encounter new bosses depending on the stages. They are ranging from tier 0 to tier 4. If you die to spawnables, for example imps or nyx, or mini-bosses in general, their HP will get resetted to 100%. Torment Tower is balanced around the character with RNG on Dragonlord weapons and shield if they use one, the Dark Ore of Wing Mask and Cloak, the new Dark Ore of PVE jewelry set, the Dark Ore of class sets, the Ethereal sets, awake ratio of 38% Aoe, or 38 int lines for mages, 14% IA PVE, and in general we didn't use star scrolls. You can rejoin up to 10 times within 5 minutes. This can best be used between the rounds if you, for example, forgot an important item on a different character or have to restack your Prems. If you die inside Torment Tower and try to rejoin, you enter dead. But let's get started with the real Torment Tower. From stage 0 to 31, you basically are on the easiest stages. The only thing that is dangerous during the stages is tanking boss mechanics, otherwise you should not fail these stages. During the stages you will encounter some basic mobs from different areas and tier 0 bosses and their mini bosses. Those bosses are weak, so you don't need to element change or rage up. You can defeat all of them in full damage swap. From stage 31 to 61 there's nothing really much that changes, despite you getting tier 1 bosses, tier 1 mini bosses and easy cola bosses. This doesn't really sound like a big deal, right? And ironically, those stages you get the bosses that hit the hardest. It's the easy cola bosses, like several servants, Scavenger of Purgatory, General Stefan, and Corrupted Jinn. For those bosses I highly recommend going 3.5 million HP and full wind element. Otherwise these bosses might one-shot you. Once you cleared the stage, you should take care of the remaining imps or whatever spawn later on. From stage 69 to 91, the previous bosses are getting replaced with medium colo bosses, tier 2 and tier 2 mini bosses. You can survive most boss max from here on, but I do not recommend taking them on rage. Stage 91 to 121. From here on you get the bosses most people care about, tier 3 bosses. Sadly you can also get hard colo and tier 3 mini bosses, but they are easy to defeat. For hard colo bosses I do recommend swapping element, but you don't need to change for tier 3 and tier 4 bosses since their element resistance is that high that it doesn't matter in the damage. Also use rage scrolls from here on to better survive the mechanics. You can also get a full room of easy imps, which you will see later. Go in on your 8 to 9 million HP damage swap, grab some imps and AoE them. They have a total of 100 million HP, so they die fairly easy and don't hit that hard. It's important though that you have Soul Leech. You don't have to take all at the same time, make smaller stacks if you're not sure how much you can tank. Stage 121 to stage 181. Good job, we made it even further. In addition to the previous 30 stages, we can now also encounter tier 4 bosses, but also they are mini bosses, lag holo bosses, crystal shrooms and Nyx. You can tank max and full damage as long as they are not stacking. For example, if you try tanking 3 to 5 max at the same time, it might be too much for you. For lag holo bosses, I do recommend the same as for hard holo bosses, adjust your element and clear the imps after you defeated the stage. For Aphrodite, lag holo round 9 boss, you need to go on your 3.5 million HP swap as soon as she goes into rage. The crystal shrooms look innocent, but they hit super hard. Go on your 8 to 9 million HP swap for AoE, low sum, then AoE. Don't tank all at the same time. For Nyx Room, same rules apply. If you die during the lure, AoE, etc., the mobs will reset. stage 181 and above. Say goodbye to all the tier 3 bosses and hardcore bosses. From now on, you will only get tier 4 bosses, tier 4 mini bosses, leg holder bosses, Nyx, etc. If you die during the stages, it's most of the time scuffed. So be focused during the stages and don't move too much. Those are seconds that could cost you the run, especially in high rounds. It can also happen that you get 2 tier 4 bosses and Nyx Room at the same time. Those rooms are probably the hardest rooms you will encounter during a whole TT run, so don't waste any time. The stronger your char, the easier it will be.